Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you out there. I hope that you are doing well, and not just well, but I hope you are doing great. I hope you were able to get outside somewhere. Did you get outside and take a walk or a hike or, go to a park like I did? And I actually did a couple of things today as I did go out in sorry about that, my earring's doing a little thing, but I was able to go to a park in my area to do my yoga and meditation in the morning. And before I get too carried away and later on I did get to go for a hike because in my area because I am babysitting. There's certain plants out in the woods I'm babysitting. I'm like, like May apples are yummy. I don't know if you know what a May apple is, but they're yummy if you can get them at the right time. So in my area where I found a whole bunch of them, they're almost ready as long as I can beat them before the animals get to them. You know. So anyway, I really hope you were able to get out. And besides, I hope, like if you're getting out, is to make sure you're bringing some water. And Starlight loves water. And nowadays, I've been bringing, you know, a back, a, a bag, where I can put my ice packs in there, a little bag that I can carry with me and stuff. And, to make sure I have plenty of cold water. So you might want to do that, like it's more enjoyable, at least for me, in the summertime to have really, really cold water. Um, so anyway, besides getting out and, getting your exercise, getting out with Mother Gaia, planet Earth, and getting some water, I hope that you're being kind to yourself. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. And you can like these videos, and by liking it, that will help YouTube share these videos with other people. And also, of course, it will help me to grow my YouTube channel. I really appreciate, and I appreciate all of you that already have liked my videos or gave me a comment or subscribe. So thank you. And not only you can like them, you can share it with a friend, your family, your pet, any of your pets. I don't know what kind of pet you have. Starlight loves all the animals. I do. I can make friends with a bear. Maybe one of these days. I might give him a bear hug. But I know a lot of you are like, no, no, Starlight, don't do that with a bear. Okay, maybe not a bear. But I do love all the animals. I always think I can make friends with any animal out there. When I say this, don't be offended, even with people. Sometimes there's some people that look rough on the outside, and that doesn't faze me one bit. Not too long ago, there was a bunch of guys on the bike trail, and they, like years ago, it might have intimidated me to like do what I did, but here they were, all motorcycle guys, like more than 10, and then more came, like right when I was actually heading out of the park. And, I was just being very friendly to the guys there. And I know they must have been blown away by me being so friendly to them. And we did get a good laugh that night. So I am not afraid of even those kind of guys out there. You might be like it's kind of funny. Even my landlord's a Harley Davidson type of motorcycle guy or whatever. Like he's got a motorcycle, and some people might be afraid of those type of men, but not Starlight. They could have tattoos and big beards and big Harley Davidson bikes. I love riding on the back of a Harley. But Starlight's not afraid of even guys that might look like bears. Because they need love just like anybody else does. So anyway, besides sharing, liking, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And like I said, if you already did, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. and you will be blessed by the universe by doing that. And not only you can like and share, and as you see, you might see sweat just drip down me, but that's okay. You can also ring the notification bell. That way you don't miss anything. And right now, actually, Starlight is wearing a dress, and I could just show you really quick. I won't be able to do too much because I have to adjust my camera. But here I am. It is a dress. I just that's the reason why I wanted to make this video. Ooh, I am sweating. I don't have my AC on. I don't turn it until I'm ready to go to bed, and I don't have a fan on because it would be loud. So anyway, besides subscribing to my YouTube channel, you can also leave a message down below. But there's a reason why Starlight's all dressed up tonight, and that's why I figured I'd just come home, like after I got done going out, to enjoy myself. You can also find me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So, like I showed you that I am wearing a very beautiful dress, and it looks like paint splashes all over it, and I love it. This is my first time ever wearing it out in public. I've wore it, in my apartment, but I have never gone out, and I definitely had my hair a different way. I was trying something different, and it felt really good to get out, and that's what this video is about. It's about people, and this goes for anybody out there. It doesn't have to be a single person, but because I understand that in this world is that there are a lot of lonely people out in the world. There could be a couple that maybe the girl likes to go out and eat, and maybe the guy doesn't like to go out and eat. Maybe the guy likes to go out and eat, and maybe the girl doesn't like to go out and eat. Starlight likes to go out and eat, but if I did have my choice, whether to go out and eat at a very beautiful, fancy restaurant, it might be kind of, I didn't go to an expensive place tonight because I did want to dress up, though, I went somewhere, and there's a reason why I wanted to go to a certain place, I wanted a fortune cookie. I just wanted a fortune cookie tonight because I'm looking for something. And anyway, Starlight, I had a dream, so this is because of my dream. I needed a fortune cookie. Those little pieces of paper, I wanted to make those myself. It's make my own fortune cookies with little notes in them, but didn't do that. So anyway, I decided to go out tonight. It's kind of funny the universe kind of, like I was thinking about it earlier today, but then I got really hot, because of my hike, and sometimes I get really hot and then it drains the energy out of me. So I lay down for a little bit, and I'm like, I don't want to lay here forever. And I popped out of bed, and I took a nice cool bath, and I'm like, let's go out to dinner tonight. So that's what this video is about. It is mainly focused for single people, but like I said, it doesn't have to be for single people. This could be for anybody, and it doesn't matter your age. Maybe you're just starting out in life. Maybe you're young, you're out of the house, living on your own. And, it is funny is that I do once in a while go out to eat, and it has been a long time, that I went out to eat. And so the universe is like, get out there, go out, So I did. I went out and I brought my invisible friend with me. I can't tell you his name, so I do have an invisible friend that I do bring around with me. We do all kinds of things together, I actually, to be funny with you, is I went out to a nude beach with the guy, I'm like, hey, let's go out and, go to a nude beach. Let's just get out and, I wanted to get my rest of my body tan. I like having a nice tan. And, so we did. We went out to a new beach together, and sometimes we go hiking together, and or the parks. And I've gone eaten out to dinner before with my invisible friend, and even made a video of it. I don't know if I, I don't know if I actually put that out or not, but I did make a video of me in the wintertime going out with my invisible friend at a different restaurant. So that is why I'm making this video, is to encourage all of you, if you're single or even if you're with somebody, and maybe you got with somebody and you don't really have, you got married with them and you don't have anything in common, or, maybe you got some things in common, but, there's things that you like to do and they don't like to do. There's people that might like certain sports, and maybe your loved one doesn't like to go out and do those certain sports. Maybe you want to go out hiking, but they're not into going hiking. So what's stopping you? And hopefully you're in one of those kind of relationships where, they don't control everything that you can or cannot do, as far as like, hey, if they don't want to go somewhere, should you have to suffer and just stay home and not go anywhere because they don't want to? That happens a lot with a lot of couples in life. I have seen it. I have definitely seen it. And that is why, like I have been on a few dating apps out there. And like I said in other videos that I made, it is really ridiculous. I wanted to know as many things as I could about the male, the men that were on that dating app. And it is kind of funny how everything has totally changed in my life. I was searching for a man that lived in my area. I didn't want to drive, further than a half hour. Now Starlight's driving all over, just recently, my longest drive has been 4-hour drive, a 4-hour straight drive. That was, the most that I ever drove for distance wise. So I broke a goal, like that was a thing to break, a thing that I needed to conquer. I have so many other things that I need to work on, as far as like any fear. And now, because I am not letting that fear stop me, is I've been able to go out at different hiking places. I was afraid about going at other hiking places, thinking, what if I get lost? But really, Starlight is really good, really, 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 really good about going out. Now I'm realizing this because I'm getting out and doing it, is I thought I needed somebody to go hiking with to do this, and I broke that fear, thinking, what if I, don't go on the right path, and what if that path is like a 5-hour walk, and I don't get out early enough, and, what if I don't get out of the woods early enough, to get back to find my car? What if I, all these what ifs, which I made a video on, that is what if. You might want to check that out. All the what ifs could happen, what if this, what if that, what if that, and that's going to really stop you in life, is what if, well, I would do this, but what if, I would do that, what if, but that's not what I'm talking about tonight. Tonight is, why don't you, like, what's stopping you? And I probably have a video on that too. What's stopping you? You might want to check that video out. But like, if you're single, why aren't you going out to eat? And I see a lot of single men out, going out to eat dinner when I do go out, but I really, 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 really don't see a lot of single women that go out to eat by themselves. I've seen lots of single women going out on hiking, by themselves, where they're, I cross paths, with them, and like, oh, another single chick. Awesome. I'm not the only single chick out here on a hiking trail, or bike paths, or parks, So I've seen lots of single men, going to those kind of places and eating out at a restaurant, or whatever. But like, this is for guys and girls. Girls, what are you guys and girls waiting for? I do have a special friend. I have not met that person as of yet. But, I'm learning patience, and I kind of feel like a kid at sometimes on that, is because, there's that, I did love this movie, is the Charlie Factory or whatever, I'm not going to get that name right, but the Chocolate Factory, Wally Wonka, Chocolate Factory, I think that's how they call it. There was a little girl that wanted something in there in that movie, and it's a fun thing. She wanted one of the candies in there, and she came from a Richie family, and they just gave her whatever she wanted, when whatever, and so she always thought she was going to get things her way right away, and so I always kind of repeated her little saying in that movie is, "I want it, and I want it now," and that's what she said in that movie. So sometimes I do. I feel like a kid. Sometimes I do want things and I want it now. But the universe is like, no, Starlight, you're not quite ready yet. You got to work on yourself. You got to work in the inside, and I am. I really have. I've stepped it up. As far as working on myself, and it's not. I understand it's not the outward appearance. I know that. I totally get that. Where I know, like right now, my hairstyle is different, and really the truth on the whole hair topic is that I already just got done with my hair, just got a haircut, and when I came home, you know, it just like I couldn't do anything with it anymore. I was like, and I didn't look any different. I just didn't like how my hair looked at all, and I was having a bad hair day. I wish somebody would have tied me up in my apartment and said, "No, Starlight, don't go get your hair done." But, it is one of those things. It's kind of too late. I did get my hair done, but it will grow back. So honestly, I do not like this hairstyle at all. I do miss my long hair. I love long hair. I am not a girl to have short hair. But anyway, is I did do the haircut. The other reason is to letting go of fear, because it was a scary thing. For a good reason. I always feared of, what if I did something like that and I can't stand my hairstyle. And the other thing is not caring what other people think. So those are two reasons, three actually, three reasons why my hair got chopped. So, actually it's a great lesson for me, because some people might not like my hairstyle right now, and I've had more people tell me that they like this hairstyle when I can't stand it. It is so funny. I don't know if they're being real or if they're just trying to make me feel good because it looks horrible. So it is kind of funny. It taught me a valuable lesson, because it's teaching me to love myself even if I don't like my hairstyle. So it is kind of funny how the universe is teaching me about loving myself in spite of how I feel about looking at myself in the mirror with a funky hairstyle now. So I am actually working on my inside because of this hairstyle. But I do want my hair back. But anyway, I am sorry, I'm getting a little off track. It is, getting out, you know, um, you need to get out, and there might be stuff that you like to do, out in public, and maybe you're like, I'll just stay home. I'll go visit my family, my relatives, or my friends, and I'll hang out with my friends, and you know um you might be with somebody, a loved one or something like that, and you get with them, and like there's a part of you that says, you know what, we really don't have anything in common. She likes this and I like that, and she's out enjoying her life, and here I am, stuck with the kids, or did I say that? Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. That's the way people feel sometimes. It's like, wow, they seem like they're going out and having a good time. And a long time ago, I did have an old friend of mine, and I was like, wow, like he was single, and I was like, wow, he didn't let nobody freaking stop him. He went out fishing when he wanted to go. He went, if he had his mind set on something, dirt biking, boom, he was gone. He didn't wait for anybody. He wanted to go skiing, gone. You know, wanted to go fishing, gone. Wanted to go out to eat somewhere, you know, wanted to travel. And I was like, wow, I want to be like that. I want to do that. I want to be able to, you know, because I was single at the time too, you know, even though we were just friends. It's just that I really looked up to him in that way because nothing stopped this guy. You know, he had lots of money that he could go out and travel and buy this, buy that, buy a boat, buy it, you know, and you know, he just went. He just went no matter what, you know, and if somebody didn't want to go with him, he still went, you know, he just did what he wanted to do. So I learned a lot about that person. I was like, you know what? Here, I never go anywhere. I never go do this. I'm afraid of driving. I'm, you know, like I been cooped up all this time, and since last year, you know, like last year I did absolutely nothing except for go the same hike. You know, I seen so many of the same people on the same bike trail in the same location every day. Last year, I am not kidding you. I went to my fort, worked on my fort the whole entire from spring all the way to fall. And universe told me this year, no, Starlight, you're not doing that. And it wasn't a safe place for me to go anyway, because I do have a couple of guys that go in there and wreck the place, and they did. They destroyed the whole place. Um, so the universe told me, you know, get out of there. And then it's funny how the universe did that. And yes, I'm like, okay, you know, universe is talking to me. The universe knows what's going to happen later on, you know, without me knowing. So I did. I got the heck out of there. And now I've been letting go, you know, like a fear about driving in different places, you know, about going, you know, far away from home. And I'm enjoying myself. And like you know, I went out tonight to eat and I love wearing dresses. I love going out to eat. I love to look good. And instead of wearing the same clothes I would wear Monday through Friday or something like that, and today is like a Tuesday, you know, I got to dress up and it didn't have to be the weekend. I didn't have to wait for the weekend. I didn't have to, you know, like ask my relatives, hey, you want to go out with me? You know, like I don't need anybody to go out to dinner with, you know, so I did. I brought my invisible friend with me to keep me company, you know, and, you know, it's kind of funny. I was doing that video in the restaurant and I didn't care what people thought. I was having fun, you know, just saying, yeah, you know, like this is I'm going out, you know, tonight, you know, to dinner and I'm wearing this dress. Like, yeah, look at this beautiful dress I'm wearing. And I love wearing, crazy looking stuff sometimes. And this dress is like, I love it because, it's paint blotches all over, and I'm an artist. So, and here I'm wearing these big, huge star earrings that my daughter, this is beautiful though. I have this beautiful dress on that I more than likely got like at a sale somewhere. And this necklace, this beautiful star necklace, this is special, is my son gave me that. And these earrings came from my daughter. You know, so I'm like, hey, I'm going to just wear my star big earrings to go with this dress. And I'm going to go out. And I always get strange looks when I go out to eat. And I don't care. You know, I walk in and they see me all dressed up thinking, where's you know, where's her guy? You know, Starlight really doesn't need one. You know, I don't need to have somebody to go to a restaurant for Starlight to enjoy herself. You know, like I said, I did bring my invisible friend. You know, like I can't tell you what his name is, but I can tell you he's very smart. You know, so anyway, I do. It's kind of funny. I do have an imaginary friend that I do give hugs to, and I do hug myself. Yeah, I do. I love myself. And so anyway, is this message is really to inspire you to, you know, like don't wait for other people. You know, like if you want to go out and ride, I would love somebody just invited me to, hey, do you have a bike? Like I love riding bikes. It's a great workout. My legs, I get more attention on my legs than my body. It's kind of funny. I do. Um, I actually had somebody recently ask me if I'm a runner, because I got really, muscular legs for a female, because yoga has really helped me out with my legs, and I'm a dancer, and I do like to jog, you know, um, running, I do like doing that too. But I haven't really been able to do the jogging like I normally would like to. There's a reason for that, why I can't really do the jogging like I wanted to. But, don't let people stop you from enjoying your life. If you are with somebody, please, either, think about really, are you with the right person, number one? Maybe you're not with the right person, and you're the only one that's going to be able to know, really. If you're miserable and you realize that, hey, I thought we had some things in common. Sometimes people they will act like they're really into stuff, and then later on, it's like, I thought, like you were doing this when we got together. Sometimes people will do that. They will do stuff, to get with you. I did have somebody before that desired to be with me, but we had nothing in common. I'm like, and I communicated with that person over and over to the point that, like I was tired of, like repeating myself. I'm like, sorry, but we're just going to be friends. We don't have anything in common. I know what you do all the time. You go to work Monday through Friday, and then you're on the computer gambling the rest of the time. And what are you doing on the weekend? More gambling. You don't go out hiking. You don't go do sports. I love to do sports. I'd rather play them than actually sit down and watch them. So you might not be with the right person. You might want to, really think about if you're with the right person, whether you want to stay with that person or not, because, even if you're married, and I don't want to bring that up, but really, because I'm really all about, like, if you're getting married, and that's why it's so important before you get married that you do have a lot in common. Because, for me, as far as getting married, is that, I want to spend time with that person. And I know I don't need to be up his butt, but, I do know that there's balance in that, where I need to give him his time. There's might be things that he wants to do on his own, like as far as work or business, or he might want to go out with a friend or whoever, so there is balance. So it is really important before you get not hooked up. I don't like that word absolutely at all. Is to spend the rest of your life with somebody. It's so wise to really get to see if are you going to have enough things in common. You know, it is so important that way. Then like later on, you don't have to do. Like really, you shouldn't have to do things all on your own. Like because then why are you with that person? If you're going to go out hiking by yourself, if you're going to do this all by yourself, if you're going to do that all, and they want to be a couch potato, but you're not a couch potato. I'm not. I'm absolutely not a couch potato. It could be wintertime. Starlight is not in front of her TV watching TV 24/7. Absolutely not. I have not watched a movie more than a year right now. Like, I don't really have the time to watch a movie. I am busy doing other things that are more beneficial than watching a movie. I had a homeless guy last night that I was speaking to that, like, I go visit these homeless people in my area and bring them cold water and talk with them and stuff like that. And, it is, sometimes I hear things that it's hard for my spirit to hear, where I'm trying to help people out there in the community where, it is something, what people are going through. And, just, you really, you really want to make sure you get hooked up with the right person. And that's the thing is a lot of people, they jump too quick. They want to get to home base really fast. And Starlight wants to get married really bad. I'm not in a rush to have sex at all. I do want to get married, but that's where a lot of people really they want to hurry up and have sex, and they're more focused on that than the other stuff that, that they have to look at, as, and these days, not a lot of people, because I don't plan on having sex until a man is going to commit himself to me fully 100%, but I want to make sure the guy that I get married to, that we have a lot in common, that, I don't want to be sitting home while he's out doing his thing, and, or where he's home and I'm out doing my thing separately. I want to be hiking. I don't even know, I know some people, they say they're out into Mother Nature, but, like, do you go hiking like Starlight does, like, and it's so important. Some people are into little hikes, can you spend, hours out hiking, climbing up hills and stuff like that. And, that's the kind of hiking I'm into, you know, um, some people, they're afraid to go out to real hiking where they only go on small little hiking trails, so, and there's so many things that you got to understand, when you're getting involved with somebody. What kind of things do they like to do? And like, what kind of things do they believe? It's so important. Some people think that doesn't matter. It does. It really does matter. You will have problems if you don't like have something, your belief system. Not that you're going to believe everything the same way, but you ought to still be, like, really lined up with each other, not that you're going to agree to everything. Nobody agrees to everything. Sometimes people like me, myself, I have to grow still in certain areas. I'm learning about spirituality and stuff. And I love meditating and yoga. Now I upped my yoga up to an hour now. Now I'm upping my meditation to like an hour and a half at least, now. So I do that in my mornings. So, I definitely, like I want to be with a man that has that same interest, somebody that loves taking care of themselves, so it is so important that you get hooked up with the right person in the beginning. And that's what I wanted to help this homeless guy out last night with is, he was telling me about different things, and, I was trying to help him out with things that I learned. He was full of wisdom, but I think he had an overload of stuff. And, my heart really went out to him. And he really thanked me. He said, hey, you know what? Thank you for, coming through and treating us like we're human, that we're people, because they all seen how sincere I was when I came and visited them. I try to add like some really beautiful energy in their area where they sleep, so you really do. You gotta, not only have things in common, but the person that you get with, not hooked up with, but like as far as marriage goes, how does that person treat other people out in public? I had lessons in my past where, like sometimes people might get hooked up with somebody and their attitude is really bad, like about people out in public, and they're really judgmental. So you don't want to, really um, go with somebody that is really judgmental and criticizes everybody, and here you're like sending love to everybody and loving everybody and trying to understand everybody. All that matters. So it's really good to get to know that kind of person, and if they're honest or not. Honesty is the best policy, believe me. And I'm very honest. Do I lie? Yeah, once in a while I do. I can't say I'm perfect, because I believe there's a verse in the Bible, like about that, about, that some people say, oh, I never lie. Well, you just did. I had somebody not too long ago say that. They were trying to impress me, but it didn't work. Once that came out of their mouth, I'm like, you just failed. To say you never lie. Sometimes we lie to ourselves, without even realizing it sometimes. So anyway, I do love all of you, and I'm trying to shorten my videos. I realize that they've been getting a little too long. And so anyway, I really hope you get help from this video, and don't let anybody stop you. And if you're in a wrong relationship, you might want to rethink that. Only you are the one that's going to be able to tell if you are in the right relationship or not. And don't be afraid of being alone. I enjoy being alone in a way. But, at the same time, I would love to spend my life with somebody. So really, if I had my choice to be alone forever, by myself, live by myself, or to be with somebody, I definitely would rather be with somebody. So I just want to make sure I am clear on all what I say here. So anyway, I do love all of you. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can share my video. Maybe you got a friend out there that, maybe she or he doesn't go out and doesn't, you're like, maybe you try to, invite them out, or maybe you might want to invite them out, but, they really need to go out and, I do know somebody right now where, I'm like, they go to work and they're home all the time. They don't go out and do anything. I'm like, it's none of my business, but that's just a boring life. I wouldn't want to just work and then go home and play video games for the rest of the day or watch movies. You're gonna miss out later on, because when you do get older, your body is going to be telling you stuff that you wish you listened to earlier in your life, like getting out and exercise and getting some, getting some sun and getting out with nature, And then, yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. They go to work and then they're home watching me. I know a couple people right now that do that. They don't go out and do anything with their life. So you don't want to do that. Really, you want to get out and as much as you can, because that's how you're going to grow. And really, it's beautiful going out hiking. Besides liking my videos, you can, sorry, you can share them. Like I said, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can ring that notification bell. You can leave a message down below. And also, you can find me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I am being real with you. I admit to things on here. I have been like that my whole life, admitting to things that most people would keep quiet. And here I'm being open and honest with you on, hey, like, Starlight does some things that later on I'm like, why did I do that? And we all have that, where we do something and we're like, oh, we did it, but we can't, there's nothing that you can do about it. It's in the past. It's where we need to leave it, is to let it go and say, hey, you know what? That was a lesson. Starlight learned a very good hair lesson, Starlight, don't ever do that again. So so it was a lesson for me, and we all have them. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.